2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to... and nothing...
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. Here's Mitchell. Minnesota with the rebound.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. Conley's running.
And how about the speed of Mike Conley there in transition? He explodes up the court to ensure they convert on that fast break.
And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Here's Mitchell, and he makes good on the layup.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
There's Russell with the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. 2 points. That one goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Mitchell. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And Russell gets it to go.
Taking the hit and still getting it to go down. Russell showing you some nice toughness there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Towns.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
It's good. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Russell against Conley. Mitchell looking it over. On the wing, Ingles. 6 to shoot. Down low. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
To halt the run, Conley gets the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside, Russell. Rebound, Utah. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
A different look for Utah. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Johnson double teamed. Lehman kicks to Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Pass to O'Neal. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Trying to get open is Davis. Gobert can't hit. The Timberwolves trail. Finished off the break. Johnson's got his second basket.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
High post, Davis. Johnson's there. The 11-footer. That one misses. Here's Noel. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A good close contest so far as we finish. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke.
Everybody had their reputations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Johnson is out there with Lehman. Then it's Culver. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. Gobert the pass to Clarkson. Here's Mitchell. Here's Davis. Here's Gobert. Kicks it out to Mitchell. No good from outside. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 3-point lead. Utah shooting 43% for the game. Fires at the elbow. The pass to Gobert. To the inside. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Johnson kicks to Lehman. Kicks it out to Johnson for the three. The shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timberwolves leading by 3. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for it. David, thank you for that one. And it's Davis missing. The Timberwolves have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Johnson, good. Johnson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Poke loose. Passes it to Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. Gobert has got his first basket.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Davis against Johnson. Pass to Noel. Johnson against Davis. Gobert with the block, but they recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Moutier, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Donovan Mitchell.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
Towns, high post. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Russell against Bogdanovich. Here's Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. And remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean,
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Conley against Russell. Now here's Moutier. Not a lot of room.
great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
Gobert with the block. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Towns kicks to Beasley. A three. No good that time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They ended the period holding on to it. And that's a wrap.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. And it's Conley penetrating. Good on the bucket. Conley's got 8 points. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Down low, Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell passes to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Mitchell in the corner. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Beasley for 3. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Here's Russell. Towns trying to get open. Russell with the bucket. Russell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves. Conley surveying the D. Now here's Ingles. Guarded closely. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And the layup's good off the glass. Bogdanovich has got his first basket of the night.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
He dishes it to Ingles. Outside Bogdanovich. On the wing, Mitchell. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality. But now, if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass. And that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
A different look for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Lehman is checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Reed, defended by Gobert. And it's Lehman in the corner. Pass to Noel. Utah with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
1:16 left in the third. Bogdanovich looking around. And there's the pass to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Johnson. That one good for 2. Johnson's got 8.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Moutier. He's tightly guarded. Bogdanovich. Moutier finds Bogdanovich. Tips it back in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. For 3. He can't get that one to fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead, up 2. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Lehman. Russell is out there with Culver. Then it's Johnson, and it's Reed in at the 5. Here's Clarkson. He kicks to O'Neal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
For the Jazz, Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson, and it's Mike Conley in for Moutier. It's Russell with the drive. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
You know, he's worked on his conditioning since he entered the league. Russell showing good upper body strength there.
Towns with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's a Kogi. Towns trying to get open. Missed inside. Mitchell left side. Back to Ingles. Has to Gobert. Kicks to O'Neal. Just 4 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gobert trying to get open. Ingles can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's a Kogi. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Josh Okogie was born in Nigeria but moved to the U.S. with his family at 3 years of age, and he attended high school and college in Georgia. However, he does play for the Nigerian national team.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Hernan Gomez with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. Here's Russell. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Minnesota?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
But he recovers it. Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And Towns throws it down.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Shot to stop the run. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Conley. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Russell looking it over. Hernan Gomez finds Russell. From down in the low post, it goes. Russell's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. Beasley against Mitchell. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And the Jazz making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
To the paint, stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break. Conley's running. That's no good, but only his first miss in 6 shots. Timberwolves leading by 7. Outside, Russell. Beasley outside. There's the lob to Towns. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Mitchell gets to Conley. And here's Ingles outside. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's just heads-up play on the glass by Okogie. Not only did he retrieve the rebound, he scored as well.
Jazz have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And it's Mitchell missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Here's Russell with the 3. Connects from three-point range. Russell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. Up and in from the low block.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Towns against Gobert. Pass to Okogie. He's looking for Russell and finds him. Good work defensively by Conley. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a run. Clouds passing high over the 10. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari is out there with Noel. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Paul in at the point guard. And for Minnesota, Russell is out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Now here's Paul. There's the feed to Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Here's Noel. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Now, here is Russell. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Paul kicks to Adams. It doesn't go for him. Towns with the defensive effort. Pass to Beasley. He's looking for Russell and finds him. Second shot opportunity. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And what a rebounder Towns is. The rapid intensity, the way he positions himself. Love the hustle.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Paul finds Noel. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Now, here is Russell. That 3 off the mark. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Okogie after the made shot from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Russell with the bucket.
Well, that's nice coordination, as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Gallinari outside. Paul against Russell. Noel passes to Adams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Johnson, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Russell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
Shooter passes to Gallinari. He feeds it to Muscala. And it's Gallinari missing.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Beasley. Pulls it up. And he can't bank that one in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Schroeder dishes to Muscala. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shots of the night here. A different look for Oklahoma City. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
To the left wing. Dort passes to Muscala. Rebound, Minnesota. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
That gives them the lead.
Huge running with purpose right there in the open court situation. Johnson opportunistic on the break.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. And he makes that one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
On the wing, Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got 6.
Well, the strength of Johnson, they're hard to contain, adept at scoring despite getting bodied up.
Diallo the pass to Muscala. Ferguson for 3, and that one released in time, but no good. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team are already
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Dennis Schroeder, Ferguson out there with Muscala, and it's Diallo in at the 2 guard. Now here's Johnson. No dice from 9 feet out. Here's Schroeder to the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Reed. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Now, here is Russell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
D'Angelo forcing the issue right there, trying to find a way to draw contact.
Beasley's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Thunder also changing it up. Noel comes in for Mike Muscala. And it's Gallinari in for Terrence Ferguson. Towns against Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the 2nd dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
And Russell gets it to go.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
That one goes. Count it. Noel's got his third basket of the night right there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Good penetration for D'Lo right there. Real nimble on the inside. Finds an angle.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got his first 2 points of the night. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Beasley for three. The rebound by Steven Adams. And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. Would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Paul passes to Gallinari. Back to Paul. Tipped away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Now here's Paul. Noel against Towns. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Inside. Now here's Culver. Defense right on him. Layman kicks to Towns from past the arc. No good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Diallo finds Gallinari to the paint. Adams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's now 6 points for Steven Adams. Right wing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Towns throws it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Schroeder. And there it is for him. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
Gallinari with the steal. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Here's Diallo. And no good on the last second attempt this time. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They ended the period holding. And that's.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court, then suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
I love the spatial awareness from Russell. Saw how much room he had and just took it aggressively.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. Minnesota making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Ferguson's checked in for Gallinari. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Muscala, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Swiped away. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Russell. And the layup is good. Russell's got 13.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by Russell. Johnson surveying the floor. No good from Beasley. Thunder trailing by 5. And Muscala kicks to Ferguson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Feeds it to Noel. Off on the layup.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Here's Russell. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Paul. Now here is Muscala. Beasley with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Russell gets it to go.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Paul passes to Noel. To the inside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. And that's now 6 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Up top, Russell. He's got 17. Thunder trailing by 7. They get a hand on it. And now Minnesota on the fast break. From the arc. Again, Russell missing. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Oklahoma City moving it around. Paul dishes to Noel. Back to Paul. Basket good. And now just a 5-point Timberwolves lead. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Out to the right wing. 59 seconds left to play in the third. And the shot is good from Johnson.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes to Ferguson. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Towns with the bucket.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Reed. Towns, high post. That shot off the mark. Adams, some nice D. Here's Dort. Poked away. Towns with the steal. Good if it goes. No good that time. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 3.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Down low, it's stolen by Adams. To the wing right side. Schroeder kicks to Gallinari. Back to Schroeder. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Dort. Three-pointer. Adams. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Russell from long range hits the three-point bomb. Russell's got 11 points here in just the second half. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Gallinari on the wing. Back to Schroeder. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. And that one drops. Adams has got 6 in the quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
To the wing right side. Layman kicks to Towns. Right side, Russell takes a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Russell's got 23 points.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on Schroeder.
Schroeder outside. Gallinari passes to Dort. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Layman. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And guys, they did a better job of getting good looks inside in that first half. More of their shots now coming from the perimeter.
The free throw drops for Towns.
It's impressive how far Towns has come. Already a standout back when he was a Rookie of the Year. He's never stopped working on his game.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Noel kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the pass to Okogie. There's the dish to Johnson. Here's Russell. Kicks it out to Johnson. Beasley outside. Here's Towns. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Here is Russell. Steven Adams making his last shot. Towns finds Johnson, and it's Russell in the corner. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Thunder trailing by 7. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. Schroeder dishes to Noel. Adams down low. Johnson's there. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Noel.
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
Over to the wing. Towns against Adams. Towns, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Left side, Adams. Back to Gallinari. He dishes it to Adams. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Craig, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Here's Okogie. Gilgeous-Alexander cover.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Now, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
So the first of three is good, and that brings them within two here.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continuing to make not just baby steps in his improvement, but massive strides. See the playmaking and the scoring coming together more and more consistently.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
And Russell gets it to go.
Well, the teammates are fired up, and so is D'Lo.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. from the plains of Oklahoma. And with pregame.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for...
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. Now here is Conley. To the middle. It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Gallinari leading the charge. And yes, it's good.
How about Gallinari off the pull-up? My goodness, that was nicely done.
And becoming more of a playmaker, Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way. Well, Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
Knocked away. Paul with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And he's not going to pass up on chances like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, he can get to the rim.
Mitchell up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Dort misses. And it's the Jazz's ball. 4-point game. There's the pass to Ingles. The feed now to Gobert. No good on that one. Adams, some nice D. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Gallinari against Mitchell. Ingles passes to Gobert. Back to Ingles. 6 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Bogdanovich has got great size for a guard, which makes defending him very difficult, particularly at that high release point.
Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. Utah also making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley.
For a guy who's a little bit smaller at the guard position, Schroeder is fearless. I think he likes contact.
Has to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. It's good. Adams has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the 3-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that 3-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The offensive rebound. The second chance effort. Adams' shot is off.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And then Mudiay slams it in.
This is a strength of Mudiay's, right? Get into the lane, put your speed to good use.
Passes it to Adams. Kicks it out to Schroeder. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Moutier against Schroeder. It's stolen by Adams. And now a fast break for the Thunder. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
As physical a player as there is in the entire NBA, Steven Adams putting the defense in a tough spot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Nerlens Noel checks in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous Alexander. Utah also making some changes. Davis has checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles in for Bogdanovich. With 4 seconds on the clock. Here's O'Neal. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Mitchell. Davis is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Clarkson in at the 2-guard spot. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Noel over Davis. And it's Noel missing. Jazz trail by 6. Pass to Clarkson. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
The Thunder have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. The pass to Mitchell. O'Neal high post. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Mitchell is doubled. And he gets it to go. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Noel finds Muscala. Noel down low. He's guarded by Davis. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel, so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Here's Mitchell, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's got 6.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Paul against O'Neal. Dort passes to Noel. Count that one.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Bogdanovich comes in for O'Neal. Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Left side Davis. Back to Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. And it's blocked.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Adams finds Gilgeous-Alexander to the paint. Back to Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And it's a 7-point Thunder lead. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And here is Adams. He's got 10. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Jumps up, and he jams it with authority.
But Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
Outside Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And Utah making a change here. Ingles is checked in. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Conley against Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Adams drawing the double team. Over Moutier. Adams' shot is off. It could go. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Oklahoma City ahead by 9 as the quarter cup. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 9 points. And big fella. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
The shot by Paul, no good. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And here are the Thunder now. To the left side wing. And Adams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Conley. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Conley's got his first 2 points.
Well, Mike Conley, slight of frame, but the intention is there and finishes with contact.
Paul passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket for Mitchell.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pass to Dort. Feeds to Adams. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Mitchell outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion and energy, guys. It's infectious.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. Mitchell. Pass to Clarkson. Now here's Gobert. Bogdanovich with it. Here's Clarkson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
Diallo kicks to Noel. Schroeder outside. Here's Muscala. Here's Noel. Pass to Muscala. Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. Tries again. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This guy has quality wingspan for his size. Dennis Schroeder can adapt and adjust to defensive pressure.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
The Thunder leading by 9. The pass to Muscala. Right wing. Now here's Diallo. He's covered by Clarkson. Diallo the pass to Noel. Good. Noel's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Diallo finds Schroeder. Oh! And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
O'Neal inside. Well, Thunder have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Out to the right wing. Diallo the pass to Noel. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mitchell. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
Muscala up top over Bogdanovich. Steven Adams has been leading the charge for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Jazz, inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley out there with Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the 3.
I'll tell you, you cannot give Rudy Gobert an inch of space when he's working the glass. This guy excels at using his reach.
Kicks it out to Paul. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. Out to the wing. Ferguson for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Clarkson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Paul passes to Noel. Back to Paul. Down low. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Paul. And the Thunder lead by 9.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Ingles against Gallinari. The Thunder leading by 9. Ferguson kicks to Paul. Gallinari outside. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. No problems knocking that one down. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Paul finds Noel. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Noel. Over Conley. Again, the Thunder score.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
They get the rebound. Pass to O'Neal. Over to the left wing. Here's Gobert. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Oklahoma City leading by 15. And Gallinari kicks to Ferguson. It's tipped. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Gallinari outside. Here's Ferguson. Covered by Conley. Yep, it counts. Gallinari's got 4 points this quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Thunder.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Oklahoma City.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steven Adams.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Jazz trail by 15. Right side, Conley. And he lays it straight in.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Ingles covering. Dort passes to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Oklahoma City gets it back. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Mitchell. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Thunder lead by 15.
they made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Back to Bogdanovich. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Clouds passing high over the tip. And Dave.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position.
And just changing ends in transition there. You have to stick close to Russell defensively, or he'll get crazy on it.
Conley with it. Beasley covering. Jazz passing it around. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Beasley. Kept alive, Minnesota. That one falls.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Conley kicks to Ingles. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2 and you're 7'2, I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here is Russell. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. And the shot goes in. Russell's got his second bucket of the night.
Never losing focus. Even after contact, Russell sends it home.
Here's Gobert. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Up again, and it's Towns on the follow.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Conley against Russell. Passes it to Ingles. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Outside Conley. The shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Now here is Conley. Gobert, the pass to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Back to Gobert. Out to Conley. Inside. Mitchell in the corner. Takes the 3. Here's Gobert. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Gobert's got 6. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside, Towns. And there's the pass to Russell. Back to Towns. And he gets the bucket. He's got 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Russell against Conley. Gobert dishes to Conley. And it's Russell with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 8. Here's a Kogi. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jazz have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Now, here is Russell. Bucket is good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Bogdanovich against Hernan Gomez. And Bogdanovich kicks to Ingles. On the wing, Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got his second bucket.
Great job getting it to go after he takes the hit. Mitchell plays with a force every night.
And that one's good. Russell.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. To the inside. Got it off in time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Minnesota, Johnson is out there with Lehman. Then it's Culver, and it's Noel in at the 2 guard. Here is Davis following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Moutier. Back to Davis. Pass to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Moutier. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Timberwolves leading by 8.
And the thing that stood out for me last year about Moutier, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, GA. A career high from the field. He was solid also from 3. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
Now, Moutier following the 3-point attempt by James Johnson. Gobert the pass to Davis. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And the Jazz with possession here after the basket by Minnesota. And the Jazz can't hang on to the ball. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. On the wing, Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. And the shot is good. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Moutier looking around. Has to Gobert. Got a piece of it. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Jazz. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket for Moutier. Reed the pass to Lehman. Here's Reed. Moutier with the ball. Culver covering. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Culver. And Utah also making a switch. Mitchell, he's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. And stolen by Russell. Over Davis. And the dunk by Towns.
super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Mike Conley subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Here's Okogie. Ingles covering. Towns against Davis. And it's Towns penetrating. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
Now here's Davis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. And Utah turns it over again. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Russell from long range. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Jazz trail by 16. Here's Mitchell. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Here's Russell. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Davis kicks to Ingles. Conley against Towns. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Russell against Ingles. Passes it to Okogie. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. The putback. It's good on the putback.
What hustle on the glass. Bogdanovich doesn't give up. Have to appreciate the effort.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Russell looking around. Over Conley. Misses the step-back jump shot.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call,
the clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Minnesota.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. What a start it was for Karl Anthony Towns. He had 13 points, and at Kentucky. And that'll do it for...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the 1. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, charge has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Mitchell outside. It's stolen. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019, was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 13. Good bucket there from Mike Conley.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Conley against Russell. Gobert with the block.
You got to keep your head on a swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Timberwolves leading by 11. Outside, Russell. And the layup's good off the glass. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. And he converts the layup. Towns has got 17 now.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Conley up top. Elbow shot. The shot that time, not on target. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Here's Conley. Banked in off the glass. He's got 6.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Russell against Conley. 1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Russell dishes to Towns. He's looking for Ingles and finds him. Here's Mitchell. Off target with the jump hook. Timberwolves leading by 15. Stolen by Conley. Ingles with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. On the wing, Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And that's 13 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
It's stolen by Ingles. Mitchell against Beasley. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Then for the Jazz, O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell, and it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Here's Johnson, and he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Nice presence inside. Johnson with a variety of moves and extremely good footwork makes him a difficult matchup.
Moutier, no good.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 15-point game. We've got Culver. Johnson is out there with Lehman, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Clarkson against Russell. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Moutier, no good. Timberwolves leading by 11. Russell, no good. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. A floater, Culver with the steal. Here's Johnson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
The Timberwolves shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Russell with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. One-on-one here. Here's Moutier. No good there. Nice D from Russell. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Bogdanovich finds Moutier. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Mike Conley's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. Russell passes to Johnson. Conley against Russell. Shot clock at 5. No good on the 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Clarkson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Russell. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 17. Clarkson taking his time here. Outside Bogdanovich. He kicks it to O'Neal. Fires for 3. No good that time. Timberwolves leading by 17. There's Russell with the 3. Again, Russell missing.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Trying to end the drought. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
Gobert bouncing off defenders, took a ton of contact and still scored.
Here's Russell. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, Just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Bogdanovich finds Clarkson to the left wing. Gobert down low. Reed with the rebound. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Johnson dishes to Culver. Now the pass to Johnson. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Culver's shot is off. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. Trailing by 19. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Moutier pass to Morgan. Rebound Minnesota. And it's Tony Bradley with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Evans right side from outside the arc. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
Fantastic, David. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Adams. And the layup falls.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Now Russell. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Now the Thunder with it. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Now, here is Russell. Goes up to the stripe, and it's in there.
You know, I love seeing players use the middle of the court. It just opens up your options, and for a guy like Russell, it gives him a lot of freedom offensively.
Here's Paul. Pass to Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Russell against Paul. The pass to Towns. Wide open. Gallinari with the rebound.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Dort passes to Gallinari. Passes to Dort. He dishes it to Paul. 5 on the clock. Left side Adams. Here's Towns. Beasley finds Russell. Right at the free throw line. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Russell against Paul. Here's Adams. Towns with the defensive effort.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Beasley with a clean look. No good on the triple. And the Thunder with possession. They trail by 1. Gallinari dishes to Paul. Back to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
And the instincts from the veteran point guard. Chris Paul has tremendous feel for the game and for how to get his teammates the ball when they're open.
Now, here is Russell. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Count that bucket.
This is why Paul is an all-star. He doesn't get flustered inside despite giving up a lot of size. He doesn't let the defense dictate the shot he takes.
Now here's Towns. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. That shot off. Gallinari passes to Adams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Here's Noel. That shot no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Schroeder. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. On the wing, Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Adams. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Schroeder, left side. Pass to Muscala. Back to Noel. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Offensive rebound. Diallo with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ferguson kicks to Muscala. Stolen. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder out in front, up 1. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So the Thunder 5 right now. Muscala is out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2 spot. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Out to the wing. Muscala with the ball. Johnson on him. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. That'll put Jarrett Culver on the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Pass to Culver. On the wing, Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Noel passes to Ferguson. Just 5 on the clock. Muscala dishes to Noel. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Here's the floater. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Back to Muscala. Fires from deep. The rebound by Johnson. Timberwolves leading by 3. Up the floor. Layman gets the bucket. Layman's got his first points of the game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Oh!
Man. That is remarkable athleticism by Noel. Really putting on a show with his fancy dunking ability.
That's tipped. Now, here is Muscala. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The dish to Noel. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Muscala pass to Ferguson and a missed layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Johnson and the pass to Lehman. Now here's Culver. He's guarded by Schroeder. Culver kicks to Lehman. Here's Reed. It's not going to go for him. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Ferguson. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Noel. Passes it to Muscala. To the paint. And slam dunk by Noel.
Simply got to love the way Noel finishes his dunks. I mean, so strong around the cup.
Lehman pass to Reed. Back to Lehman. Now here's Culver. Defense is right there. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Some good action during the period. And that's...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, Malik Beasley out there with Russell, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Out to Gallinari. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing on the left for the lead. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. The Thunder pull it in. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Paul's running. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. At the elbow, Adams. Here's Dort, defended by Towns. Adams' shot is good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, I tell you what, there's a little bounce to Beasley's game. This fella, he can get off the ground and elevate on you.
Paul passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Russell against Paul. Hernan Gomez kicks to Russell. Towns trying to get open. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
So going to the free throw line is Russell off a quick dribble drive.
And so Russell hits them both. And so here is Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. To the right side. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Dort passes to Adams. The shot. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Paul with the steal. Floats it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Russell looking around. Pass to Hernangomez. Back to Russell. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the Thunder making a change here. Ferguson's checked in.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And Adams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Adams has got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder. Here's Russell. Towns trying to get open, and he uses the glass on the layup. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
They opened the gates, and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
Paul passes to Ferguson. Back to Paul. 1:30 left here in the third quarter. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 11.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And Russell gets it to go.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Molinari dishes to Adams. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the Thunder with some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Minnesota also with the sub. Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. And they pick up 2.
Well, you got to do better to root Towns out of there. I mean, he's a really polished scorer inside.
Schroeder passes to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. He's got 8.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the rejection by Noel.
And the shot blocking skills of Noel are a staple of his game. Really one of the foundational pieces. He really takes a lot of pride in what he does on defense.
And Noel throws it down.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Steven Adams has been. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Muscala is out there with Gallinari, and it's Noel in at the center. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Impressive strength on display by Noel, and that allows him to get a number of and-one opportunities. He powers through contact and is able to score even when fouled.
And the Thunder making a change here. Dort's checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Hernan Gomez comes in for Jake Layman. And it's Malik Beasley in for Culver. It's Russell with the drive. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Taking the hit and still getting it to go down. Russell showing you some nice toughness there.
Schroeder passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Feeds it to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. Gilgeous-Alexander against Russell. Count it, good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
The Thunder leading by 6. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Noel.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Out to Russell. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams comes in for Muscala, and Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Outside, Russell. Johnson against Noel, and then Johnson with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Kick out to Adams. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Timberwolves trail by 6. And stolen by Noel. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. Okogie comes in for Johnson. Back to Paul. Dishes it to Adams. Paul outside. Lets it go from 14. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Beasley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And this game has been all Adams. He's getting to his spots and capitalizing with ease right now.
Minnesota making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. They throw good, Adams. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Tremendous combination of power and finesse there. I mean, once Towns gets to the rim, it's a wrap.
There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Dort. Inside, Adams. Towns with the defensive effort.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there, just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Ball against Russell. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams trying to free himself up. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Russell finds Beasley. Outside, Towns. Shot clock at 6. Yes!
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
Molinari passes to Adams. Here's Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Plays it up off the glass.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves.
for the land of the...
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much, D.A.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for Utah, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Now, here's Ingles. Conley with it, now guarded by Gallinari. And it's Conley that time on the assist from Bogdanovich. Conley's got the opening basket of the game for the Jazz. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle, here's Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
What I love about Steven Adams is he approaches the game with a level of physicality that sets a tone for his team. Outstanding defensively and growing offensively.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Paul. Pass to Adams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Adams with the slam.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Conley kicks to Gobert. That shot misses. Adams, some nice D.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
Paul. Inside, Adam. Oh, my goodness! Wow. What a play!
Boy, Steven Adams just plays with tremendous energy and aggression. Look out, Rim.
Conley against Paul. Mitchell right side. And they pick up 2.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Gallinari outside. The feed to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams can be a force in the pick and roll. There are not many defenders who want to get in his way when he's the roll man.
Outside Conley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A different look for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And Oklahoma City making a change here. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
A different look for Utah. Davis comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Moutier in for Mitchell. Then for the Thunder, Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Clarkson. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Passes to Noel. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Schroeder dishes to Muscala. In the corner, it's Diallo. Now, here is Muscala, defended by Moutier.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Moutier. Here's Davis. And another shot. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Gobert can't hit.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Gobert, the pass to Moutier. Back to Gobert. A steal. Muscala with the ball. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Back to Noel. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Schroeder comes with the double team. Here's O'Neal. Trying to find Moutier. Gets it to him. Back to O'Neal. Gobert down low. Noel on him. The pass to Moutier. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, this is Emmanuel Moutier at his best. The aggressive mindset, trying to put defenders in a difficult spot.
Good on both. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Muscala. No good on the last second attempt there. Steven Adams has been leading the charge for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got O'Neal, Emmanuel Moutier out there with Jordan Clarkson, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Davis in at the 4 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Schroeder. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Schroeder's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Good. Adams has got 10 points in the game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And it's denied. They get it back. Ingles passes to Mitchell. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the ability to rise and fire in catch-and-shoot situations, it keeps the defenders off balance.
Diallo finds Gallinari. Back to Diallo. Pass to Gallinari. And Davis sends it back. And they're able to recover. Ball fires from way outside. Nice hit again. Adams' shot is off. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Adams. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Now Conley. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Diallo. Adams against Davis. Gallinari outside. Back to Adams. Connects on the 9-footer. And now an 11-point Thunder lead.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Another miss by Utah.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Diallo the pass to Gallinari. Back to Diallo. To the inside. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mitchell looking it over. And he slams it down right on top of Gallinari.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter. Jazz trail by 16. Pass to Conley. Ingles with the ball. Back to Conley. For the 3. But they'll get another chance. Ingles passes to Bogdanovich. Off target from outside. Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 17-5 run. Paul outside. No good with the triple. For Utah, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. The 9-foot shot. Here's Davis. Misses the layup.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Mitchell against Adams to the wing right side. Gallinari outside. Shoots from the elbow, and he hits the jumper for 2. Gallinari's got his first bucket of the night.
This guy is such a patient offensive talent. Danilo Gallinari gets into the mid-range and makes it look easy.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Steven Adams had no problems getting going. He had 14 points, 60. And that should do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot.
This is where Donovan Mitchell is nearly impossible to stop. With that aggressive defense, he still finds a way to score it.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Thunder lead by 18.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams.
Oh, look out! Strong finish.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. O'Neal misses. Oklahoma City leading by 20. Passes it to Schroeder. Here's Dort. It's stolen by Gobert. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Dishes to O'Neal. He's off on that one, and the Thunder going the other way now. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. To the paint. Muscala, the pass to Ferguson. Back to Muscala. 5 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. Jazz trail by 20. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The pass to Moutier. Down low. It's stolen by Muscala. Pass to Dort. The three. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Clarkson dishes to Gobert. They can use a bucket. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifle tower, Rudy Gobert, assertive. My goodness.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. Pass to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Ferguson misses. It's Gobert with the ball for Utah. It's blocked. Clarkson kicks to O'Neal. Puts up a 3. Another miss by Utah. The Thunder leading by 20. And here is Muscala. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. Nobody near Schroeder, and a miss there on the triple.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Mitchell against Schroeder. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Schroeder passes to Noel. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 13.
I'll tell you, Donovan Mitchell in transition, bearing down on a defender is not pretty.
Here's Dort. He's covered by Clarkson. Passes it to Ferguson. Here's Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Gobert, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
The Jazz making a switch here. Ingles is checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in.
Well, 6'11", Nerlens Noel, so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Inside, here's Ingles, and it's Noel with the rebound. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander drains it from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Thunder lead by. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Ferguson, guarded by O'Neal. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Adams' shot is off. It's deflected. It's stolen by Adams. Ferguson kicks to Paul. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
To the left side wing. Gobert finds Mitchell. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah. Gallinari on the wing. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, we all know Steven Adams is one of the most physical guys in the NBA. He is so solid at using his body to pick up fouls.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Conley dishes to Ingles. To the paint. Gobert the pass to Ingles. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Paul against Conley. Over Paul. Conley's shot is off.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Offline with his 3.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Oklahoma City moving it around. And Gallinari kicks to Adams. Back to Gallinari. And Adams with the basket on the assist from Gallinari. Adams has got 22 points.
Well, Steven Adams increasingly making himself a factor on the offensive end night after night.
Here's Gobert. Makes it off the glass.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Gallinari on the wing. Left side Adams. Stolen by Conley. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Ingles with the ball. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Gallinari against Bogdanovich. Kick out to Adams. Gallinari down low. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Adams. The shot's good. 24 points for Steven Adams.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Thunder.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steven Adams.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there.
It's crazy to think that 12 teams passed on Donovan Mitchell. He has become a premier scorer in the NBA. Oh, would they love a do-over.
And here's the fast break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
When Donovan Mitchell is this close to the cup, the defender has got to feel a bit uneasy.
And the second free throw, good. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Schroeder outside. 16 seconds left in the game. Fast break, here we go. Here's Mitchell. It's a hand on it, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Greg.